Surfetch versus Garchomp. I normally don't really mind much of Ash's Pokemon. However, after what we got in Master ZX and we saw that Surfetch took down a Solgaleo in that game,
Yeah.
I am fully confident with Surfetch's ability in this game in this tournament now. But please tell me you're gonna. Oh, Iwane's working on the next episode. Okay, bet it's already gonna
Pretty
be a
good.
solid episode. We're good. Okay, that was outside the anime. No, it's canon in my heart. Damn it. Let's start breaking things down real quick. Why don't we then? So,
Okay.
that was an episode. I think that's the best way to start off with this. It was an episode. It exists, and therefore it is. But other than
Yeah.
that, really, I don't have much to say because of
Yeah.
the fact that this episode felt so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that there were certain moments in this, like, okay, here's how it is. The episode starts off super quick and then
Yeah.
goes a little less quicker and then goes natural progression with a fight with Pikachu
Yeah.
at least. And then Pikachu gets knocked down and now we're stuck with the to be continued. But other than that though, in all honesty, yeah, this episode felt pretty basic. It was for a start. I don't know. I didn't find it as an impactful beginning as I would have hoped it would have been. The biggest shock to me was Pikachu's knockdown. But other than that, I genuinely cannot say I was 100% all board with the episode in hand. I still do think that there are certain things about this episode I enjoy. Pikachu's counter shield being brought back in this one, that's actually really cool. Dragonite's defeat, I'm very disappointed by that, honestly. Dragonite, Jesus Christ, Gengar's defeat, they both got taken down. At least Gengar did some work. We got to remember that that the Gengar did give a Will-O-Wisp effect to the Roserade, so that's going to carry over into the next episode, though. So yeah, you're right. Kanto did take an L this entire episode. Dragonite, Pikachu, and Gengar were all knocked out. The Kanto trio is all eliminated. Right now, we have is a Galarmon, a Sinnomon, and another Galarmon. Damn. I don't know if Mr. Fish, Come On, and Lucario will be enough to take out Cynthia's team. That's gonna be the biggest mystery there. But I will say though, once again, my favorite moment of this episode was Cynthia's 200 billion IQ of strategies here, calling back Pokemon, using status effects when necessary. Most importantly, using that Destiny Bond gimmick to benefit herself, to taking out the ace. And once again, they confirmed it. The ace in Ash's team, not the Lucario, not the Dragonite, not Mr. Fisher. No, it was Pikachu. That was his ace. Which does beg the question now, with that ace out of the way, how is Ash now going to control the battlefield in the next episode? So yeah, that's my opinion overall, and that's just my thoughts on the episode. So, Emmy, what about you? We'll pass it to you, buddy. What do you have to say?
Uh, uh, they hurt They did Pikachu like that. Did you see his soul get sucked out of his body? Did you see it? Because I did. And so it got sucked out of mine too. Oh, my heart. There's tears in my eyes. And I'm sad because of how garbage trash that whole thing was. Okay, in all seriousness. Okay, so I'm still sad. Pikachu, my heart. But the strategy, I can't. It was smart. It was smart. Okay, I'll admit it. It was smart. Fine, I'll give them that. Pikachu at least, like, doing like breakdancing and with the thunder, that like the thunderbolt, that was pretty cool. I'll give it that. That's pretty cool. Dragonite, what the hell? Whoa, that was so dumb, bro. What, like, as soon as that happened, I'm like, all right, this battle it's already going downhill from here. And like you said, KG, like it felt very basic. The animation, I think like some people in chat was also saying too, it felt very, very basic. It felt very underwhelming. And it's the same thing. I'm just like, you think that you would get more effort put into like this battle at least, just because it's Ash versus freaking like Cynthia out of all people. So you think they would do the animation a little bit better, but no, it felt very basic. Yeah, honestly, I'm still hurt by Pikachu. I can't get over that. I did not expect that. I'm glad it wasn't just Pikachu just getting hit with like one hit and then it's down. I'm glad it wasn't that. But speaking of one hits, I just felt like what we got so far, that like half of the episode, or like in terms of like the fight, that's half of the fight already. So I don't know what they're gonna do with 3 episodes. Because if they're moving this fast, I don't know what they're gonna do in that third episode, because it seems like this is a 2-parter instead of a 3-parter. So what my worry is that in that third episode, it's gonna be something else that we didn't ask for. So, I'm kind of worried on that, not gonna lie. Like I said, pacing is really all over the place. It starts off very, very fast, and then you realize that it's the halfway point, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And like Ash's Pokemon have already been taken down. The Gengar thing I was very upset about as well. Like that felt like the Dragonite thing all over again. And I'm just sad about Pikachu. I'm really sad about Pikachu. I can't get over that. That's it. I have nothing to... I'm sad. No,
Damn.
I'm laying under my table.
No, Emmy. Aw,
Oh,
poor Emmy. Hopefully next episode we'll delete. Well, actually, Pikachu's
no,
already gone, so I
don't!
can't.
Don't tell me that! It won't. It won't, KD.
It was all a dream, by the way. It's still part of Dragonite's dream. This entire episode was an illusion. That's why the episode turned out the way it did. It's all an illusion to make you think this was happening, but then we'll go back to the next episode. Dragonite is still sleeping, and Ash realizes what he can do in that moment. It was a fake out episode. I'm calling it right now.
Please.
So yeah, yeah. So we'll hear more on that. I guess see if we'll refresh our opinions at a later point.
Yeah,
with that
Monday.
One. But I could totally see what you're going with this episode. What about you, Cosmic? What do you have to say about this one, buddy?
Well, I will say, I'm sorry, Emmy. I'm glad Pikachu lost.
Well, to be fair, I'm glad it lost the way it did.
Yeah,
he was out like a champ.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give it that. That's the only thing I'll give it. But that hurt my soul still. So thank you.
yeah. But no, like I don't remember. Was it AG? I think was the last time we saw Destiny Bond in the anime, and didn't like Ash get completely wrecked by that too?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll be upfront with you. I could have sworn it was DP. Honestly, sworn it was DP. Or maybe it was DP that was like for another character. Oh, versus Katie, it was Glalie. And Catherine, apparently. Huh. Or it's Katie, I think. But it was an AG, they say, so.
Yeah, I mean, as a whole, I thought the episode wasn't terrible. I think, like, it's going to be in 3 parts, so I'm fully expecting... I was expecting Ash to get completely wrecked this episode. Next episode, he has a comeback, and then it looks like Cynthia's gonna lose. But then there's gonna be like a moment at the very end of the next episode. It'll probably be like, "Oh, is she making a comeback?" And then they finally settle it off with a 1v1 at last episode. Isn't that how typically 3-parters work?
The worst part is I could see that happening, and that's really weird to me. That they're gonna spend the last big fight for a full 30 minutes, and I'm like. I think what's going to happen is that the last episode is going to be 15 minutes, and then the remaining is going to be Cynthia saying farewell.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Also, Emmy, I see you with the Pika no soul. Look, Nurse Joy will perform a seance at the Pokemon Center. The soul will return to Pikachu.
Okay.
This is how this works.
Okay.
Pikachu will return in Endgame or something.
Yeah, don't worry. It was just a blip. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Spiritomb said snap and just erased Pikachu from existence, bro. But yeah, seriously though, I still despise Pikachu getting knocked out, but that was like if the entire episode prior to this moment has actually been good, that would have been a legitimately good way to wrap up Act 1. Had everything prior to it had actually been more consistently and just better looking. Because the episode looks basic. It doesn't look spectacular or as mind-blowing as I think a lot of people would have hoped from a first episode. And you might think to yourself, well, isn't that a good thing? Well, in a way, yes, because sometimes being basic is better than trying to reach for something and then messing things up. But this is a battle that's been here 15 years in the waiting for. No, we've been waiting for this for so long,
And this
and
is
it's
what we get.
finally happening. And to have your first act kind of be a wee bit sloppy is unfortunate in my book. So, yeah,
Like
that's just me though.
it just felt like Ash wasn't ready. That's what like the in terms of like the pacing and just like the sloppiness of it, it just feels like he's not ready for like it really just does feel like that just because you don't see Ash's thought process anymore of like why he does things. It's kind of just like, okay, Pikachu, do this now. Okay, cool. It's nice. Like you don't really see like I don't know how to explain it. You know like how some anime like they have like yes, it does. I'll give Haikyuu as an example. So basically, when they're in like a volleyball fight, you'll see like the ball like slowly dropping to the ground, and then you'll see like the character thinking about their next move, or just thinking about like, all right, this is what everything has come up to. There's nothing of that here, absolutely nothing. And you think because of like how yes, exactly. Thank you, Fire Snipes. There's no monologue. There's no internal monologue. That's what I want. Honestly, especially for a big battle like this, and especially if they're doing 3 episodes, like drag it out. Drag it out. Make
Actually,
like
Lulu says it best too in chat. There's no Brock or Silent or anyone to explain
yes,
the situation that happened. It feels so
weird.
unnatural. Like that's the thing. We've been watching a lot of Pokemon prior to these moments. There's always somebody that would explain the situation in hand. But most of these
Yeah.
battles tend to just sort of happen and they're expecting the viewers to already know what's happening. And they're expecting the viewers to put all the pieces together. I understand there are moments where you can do show and tell, but for Pokemon, with all of the gimmicks, with all of the ideas, like what they did with the flinch thing, that was
Yeah.
nice. But I think the biggest issue was the one who said it, which was I think Leon and Diantha. They were the ones
Yeah.
reacting to it. Where I think it would have made more sense had there been someone else reacting to it from the field, like Go or even Hop. Have them have some
Yeah.
moments too. But yeah, so and then,
Like
oh, the other weird part. Let me bring this up before I forget. I didn't like that middle point of the episode when they had the moment happen between Gengar and who was it? Gengar and Roserade, and then the segue happens, and then we're back to the episode, and they literally go back to 10 seconds prior to what just happened and redid the whole scenario again. There was a lot of repeated animation in this episode. You could tell. Uh,
yeah.
and it's unfortunate with that.
I mean, they tried
The
a
the
lot with
walking
those
animation when they were
parts.
walking to the battlefield also looked very weird. The reuse of animation on the Spiritomb using Dream Eater, that also looked weird. And then of course the Gengar thing, as I mentioned as well, that was just bizarre to me. Other than that, though, when you just take those away and just see certain moments of the episode, I think it's really, really okay. I wanted to say good, but honestly, it's just above
It's just
average. It's okay. It simply
yeah.
as is.
See,
So
I love that you're saying it's okay, but your audience does not agree.
let's see. Okay, Cosmic, would you like to go and begin
Okay.
things off? I'm kind of curious about where are we gonna go and see the opinions of the chat as well. I'm also gonna take a read as well to those in Twitch too to see what they have to say as well and to see
Well,
the opinions. So we should go and see if they have given us a results on the ratings overall.
yep, so we did get the results from Twitch. We had 90 responses.
Mm-hmm.
And it was overwhelmingly a 5 out of 5 for an awesome episode. With 38 people saying awesome, 20 people saying it was good, so they rated it a 4. 12 people said they were neutral with it, so they're giving it a 3. 20 people though said it was just a 2, like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. And no one said it was a 1, so no one thought it was
Oh.
just awful. And
Well,
then
to
in
be fair, it's
addition,
not
Yeah, it's
awful.
not
That's the thing.
awful.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, the fact that there were so many people gave it a 5 out of 5, like people really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the thing. So I actually looked into it because you can actually look into the breakdown. 3 people voted for liking this episode, but they used the channel points to contribute to
Oh,
that. One person who gave it a 2 as a not bad was one voter. 16 voted, though, however, as good, and 12 voted as neutral, with no one voting at the other one. So it seems like people still find it good. People still find it okay. But that's the thing, though. It's just okay, you know. And 4 out of
Yeah.
5 is still not bad as well. That's an 8 out of 10 if we want to go for that rating. But yeah, so that's just how it is. But overall, like I stated, it's just an okay episode to me. I'm not hating it. I'm not necessarily loving it. I'm just simply there. And honestly, I rather prefer it be like this than have to lose my goddamn mind like what we had to go through in last week's episode. This is just an average start to the fight. Let us simply hope that part 2 and part 3 can give us more and deliver and balance out what we had with part 1. And given that Iwani is going to be working on it in the next episode, I can feel like we might be seeing a much more above higher score than what we would assume, So, yeah, that's just my take overall on that. All right, then. So, what do you guys say we go and take this opportunity now to go and read some of the responses that the chat has to have mentioned regarding this episode? If you two have anywhere we're gonna go specifically to go and read the responses, or it's just gonna be here in the watch party chat thing.
Yeah, just here.
Yeah. Well, we did make a poll for it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
actually, yeah, it's all the way above if I'm correct. So let me go
Yep.
up here.
And that one does let us go out of 10, so they did add more. So I was able to do 1 through 10 on that.
Nice.
But-
All right, so let's take a look. One person voted for 1. One person voted for 2. Oh wait, I think that's the Noibet bot actually.
Yeah, that's just the bot.
Okay, so one person voted for 3, one person voted for 4, one person voted for 5, 2 people voted 6, 5 people voted 7, 2 people voted 8, and 2 people voted 10 out of 10. So yeah, it seems like it's right there in the middle. It seems like most of the scores are like right around the middle mark there.
Yeah.
So, and then 4 voted for Dragon Knight Dead.
Yep.
Yeah, let me add
The
that.
rating also?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna rate it a Dragon Knight Dead out of 10. There we go. Beautiful. Oh man, I can't give my score. Remember, we saved that for Mondays, so I can't share my genuine score on that. But it is interesting to know that people seem to also be in the middle mark as well. Once again, this is genuinely funny to me because there's not necessarily like hatred or anger or anything that makes me want to scream my guts out over what happened with the event. I mean, sure, maybe the Pikachu being taken out was sad, but it isn't necessarily a bad thing because, like I mentioned before, I liked how Pikachu got knocked out. That was, for a Pikachu moment, that is top tier moment for Pikachu right there. I appreciate that. And Cynthia knew how much of a threat that Pikachu is, that she had to take out that Pokemon quickly. So yeah. Let me answer this question real quick. Alon says, KG, quick question. How come Tyrone wasn't in the last Pokepod? Well, our buddy Tyrone is currently MIA, taking care of some responsibilities. As you notice, he hasn't actually been streaming on Twitch.tv. So, he will be away for a little bit. And when he comes back, obviously you'll know through his Twitter. And we'll probably make an announcement about that as well to let you guys know when to expect Tyrone to return in the Pokepod and just in his streams throughout. So make sure to follow him over at Tyrone DG3 on Twitter. So yeah, but yeah, so I got not much else to add to the overall discussion on this episode. Honestly, I do see people saying here, hopefully Cynthia does that for Leanna if she wins. Oh man, oh my God, yo! If Cynthia were to win and does that Spiritomb trick on Charizard, that would be absolutely incredible. I would have appreciated.
Well, that would have been then everything is good.
Everything would have been fine right there. So I'm just continuing reading, just seeing what else they got to say about the episode. Episode was okay. I give it an 8 out of 10. They dragged it out with some replay. Go and Hop cannot provide exposition, which is sad. Just glad we didn't get cameos to ruin the pacing. That's the thing. The cameo. I'm assuming they're saving the cameos for like the last act of the episode. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I gotta say on that. And that's really it. I see Pikachu took down Gastrodon. Good effort, I guess. So yeah, that's all I got here for descriptions thus far. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else that I might be missing out. Cosmic, Emmy, anything else that I might be missing out here?
Well, I
no, I don't see
Felipe is using an emote that I'm about to steal. I don't know, Felipe. I don't know what it is. I'm taking it. I'm gonna put it on the server. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love
It's
it.
okay.
Anyone want a chubby giant Pika? Hold on a second. Puppy decides to come on inside right now. Go, buddy.
Puppy.
Let's bring you out. There you go. Good, good. There we go. Puppy had to come
Thank you,
in.
Felipe.
Puppy went out now. We're good now. Okay. Back to the show now. All right. So, not. What is this? What is this? What is this beautiful looking Pikachu? Yeah, this better be an emote, guys. Can we add that as an emote?
Yeah, it
please?
has to.
Yeah, please. I love it.
You get a
I'm just
sticker.
gonna, every time I make an announcement for the watch parties now, that's what I'm gonna use.
Jesus.
It describes my mood perfectly.
Oh man. All right. But yeah, I got not much else to say. Teams chat seems to be fine as well. Masters 8 cameos equal low effort PNGs to distract people from the bad episode. You know.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not gonna say that. You said
Is
that, not
it?
me. All right, so that's all I got to say about the episode at hand. I got nothing much else to contribute, and also I have to go ahead and rewatch the episode again prior to the pod, so I can also make sure the mindset that I have currently right now is not or maybe the same when we return for the full review on the episode. But genuinely speaking, I am kind of shocked that I feel the way I do. I thought I would have either been A, super excited because it actually was a good episode, or B, super pissed because of how the episode was structured. And genuinely speaking, I'm kind of glad it was just like this.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think that's good for our health.
Mm-hmm.
For it to just be okay.
Let me go and read up Twitch chat now then while I'm at it here. So let's take a look at what the chat is saying as well. Yeah, they're referring to the fight that happened in AG. Ash never really had inner monologue though. The one time he really had it was in AG and X and Y. I could have sworn in DP he had some moments of that too. Let's see. There may be saving camp. Counter shield looked a bit choppy. I can understand that as well. So that makes sense. Also, yeah, somebody mentioned about the Gastrodon. That's also a weird thing. That Gastrodon got taken out with 2 rocks and a quick attack.
Right?
They always do my favorite Pokemon's dirty. I hate it.
Oh man,
it's always one I
Goudreau
like.
says hello there, buddy. Yeah, so I just feel like animation companies don't care anymore. They just want money. I wouldn't say that. If you've seen certain shows, you'll know that the developers or the animators and people and staff that work on it do genuinely care about episodes. It's just more so if the timing and spacing of these episodes are spread close enough or far enough to where they can actually polish it to make it as iconic as people would hope. That's why, when the episode delays happened and we got these recap episodes, people were expecting this 3-parter. And actually, that's a good thing to bring up. So we had all these delays. We had all these episodes come out prior to the semifinals that people were hoping that would help out, polish a little bit more of the episode in question. And unfortunately, it really, at least to me, just once again, in my opinion, to me, I feel it did not deliver on that front. So yeah. Let's see what else. Divine Wind says not awful, just kind of whatever. I think it just didn't feel dynamic enough unless they're saving it for the next 2 episodes, says Fire Snipes. Meh. That walking animation is exactly the first animation lesson you get if you learn After Effects, and it still looks lacking, says Chun. Damn. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Navy says 5 out of 5 here. Cynthia was impeccable, but not cracked like Leon. Okay, I'll give that credit. Okay. Cynthia took advantage of Ash in this episode.
Yeah.
Because Ash didn't switch. Ash didn't think about changing up the strategies a little bit until the 3rd act, when then it caught her off guard. But like in the beginning, she took care of that moment right then and there and took it to her hands, bro. She thought about the hypnosis, the dream eater, the variety of switching and helping every Pokemon out to do some stuff here. So, I mean, everybody felt like they contributed something on Cynthia's team. If anything, this is similar to like Volkner versus Ash, where Volkner was like the MVP of that battle, to where people were kind of hoping that Volkner would have won that fight because of how well and competent he was as a gym leader and as an opponent in that match. In this episode, Ash just felt like he was, which I guess inexperienced, if we want to go by that experience chart that we got a while ago. So, yeah, it felt a little bizarre on Nash's part. But until the final act of the episode, then he came back and realized, oh shit, I have strategies. I can do these things. So, yeah. So he definitely got better by the later act of the episode. Cyanur says it was okay. Like, it wasn't that good, but at the same time, it wasn't too bad. Wish there was a little bit better animation, but it is the first part of a three-parter, so maybe. John Gamer says Gastrodon getting OKO'd by Quick Attack was BS. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I believe that too. So yeah, I think part 2 might be the best of this battle. Oh man, I will be so mad if it's the middle mark, because that means that the episode is not going to land strongly by the finale. But let's hope that that something happens there. I really hope if there, since G Max is out of the picture and Z moves are out of the picture, Ash is gonna have to use Megas. So I'm really hoping to see a super solid battle between Mega Garchomp and Mega Lucario, if that is what they're going to try to save for the ending of the episode with this finale here. So yeah, let's see if that happens though. Only time will tell. Anime Hop for me is whatever introduced way too late. I honestly wish Chloe was there watching the match, but she doesn't get screen time. Hop could have been a good rival for Ash, man. Yeah, these are some other like thoughts in regards to what could have been. I hear the episode wasn't a train wreck for once. Yeah, but it wasn't a smooth train ride either, Dean. Yeah. And also, hi there, buddy. Yeah, so yeah. KG, you're trained by Jay and you're spared for now. Jesus Christ. Imagine Dawn and Brock seeing Counter Shield. Now that would have been a nice callback reference right there. If they just at least looked at the screen and just smiled. They didn't even need to have their voices be mentioned. Just let them watch and they'll just like leave a little nod or a smile and be like, yeah, you know where you got that from. Because if I recall correctly, I think Dawn was the one that came up with that idea, and then Ash improvised it in the battlefield by making it be a counter shield, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really it. Let me see. Donnie says it's a shame. Now it's really a shame that most of the ones that really contributed to Pokemon animation wise has been on other shows that OLMs are working on. Damn. I mean, that's why I'm still saying it. People, you can disagree with me all you want, but this is why Sun and Moon was at its absolute prime in that show. And I feel people, yeah, I know the art style can look a little wonky, but people missed out on like a lot of the more flowy animation style. Of course, it all depends on personal preference and whatnot, but like Sun and Moon's animation, art style aside, animation I'm referring to, definitely was prime of the Pokemon anime series as a whole. But yeah, and I think it was because of all the animators they had on board for the series. You could tell there was a lot of love for that, man. So yeah, they genuinely looked like they had a fun time with that one. But Journeys just feels, at least this episode, let me be clear, just with this episode, it just feels average. That's all.
Sad.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's it. Seems to be what I got so far. So not much else can be said about the review overall. So yeah. And with that being said, I think that's pretty much a little wrap then for tonight. Why don't we go and, yeah, I think that is right. Yeah, we don't got anything else to address, or is there something else we need to bring up by any chance before we do say move on to the next thing in question?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Alrighty. So with that being said, yeah, it's gonna be a quickie one for tonight. And thanks again, everybody, for sharing your thoughts on the episodes, both here in the Discord chat and those here on Twitch as well. Poor folks out here losing their souls, man. At least some people were genuinely happy with the episode. And like I said before, if you guys enjoy the episode, by all means, go and enjoy it. That episode is for you, and you should be happy about that. So yeah. With that being said, we are going to close it for tonight. I don't know if anyone is streaming that I know of. I didn't see if my buddy my buddy TSS was streaming. It does not seem like he is streaming at all in this moment, so that makes me a little sad. So I couldn't go and raid him, unfortunately. So we can't go do that. But we can, however, go and give some final notes before we call it a night. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, at around 2 p.m., join me for the finale of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We are going to finally wrap that game up tomorrow. So let's hope it ends on a positive note, and let's hope I can actually complete it in that session tomorrow. Nothing happens to where I get messed up or whatnot. So yeah, fingers crossed. The voice of Jessie is streaming. Wait, she actually streams? What?
Yeah, Michelle.
Oh,
Knox,
snap.
and she's super nice on her streams too.
Oh man!
Oh
Hey,
my gosh.
hey, if you have a Twitch channel that you could give me, let me go and raid. Then we could totally do that. We could go and that would actually be nice right there. So yeah, if you got more of that. So let's see. Oh well,
She's
okay.
also the voice of Piplup, in case anyone cares.
Oh, is that the
Ah!
the Twitch channel?
Yep.
All right, let me go and hit the raid. See if they're live. Yeah, playing Detroit Become Human, right?
Yep.
All right, let's go and raid then. Why don't we? Make sure you use the raid commands. I believe we have that. Make sure to copy and paste that and go and send some love over to Michelle Knotts over on Twitch. And once again, everyone, thank you all for your love and support. We hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream, and we will talk with all you lovelies later in whatever video we make. Take care, everyone, and as always, make sure to have yourselves an awesome night and happy weekend ahead for everyone. All right, everybody, take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we got to also make sure, because apparently even though I hit the stream raid thing, it still told me you have to wait for the raid to actually begin this time.
Oh.
Okay, now we're good. All right, for real this time, chat. Live bird reaction. Bye, everybody.
Hello everyone, Go here. Thanks for watching the Pokemon Post Discussion episode. If you want to see more episodes, then subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss out on a new episode. As always, the future's in the palm of your hand, and happy monstering.